Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. He busted his lip.
Oh my God! Look at what you did to him! Oh my God!
And a lot of cell phones rolling on their cameras. New fallout after dramatic video of a United Airlines passenger being forcibly removed from an overbooked flight in Chicago. United CEO is defending that decision to remove the passenger, and in a letter to staffers said, "Our employees followed established procedures for dealing with situations like this. While I deeply regret the situation arose, I also emphatically stand behind all of you, and I want to commend you for continuing to go above and beyond to ensure we fly right," end quote. The CEO went on to describe the passenger as, quote, disruptive and belligerent. But a fellow passenger describes it this way.
He was unconscious when they pulled him off the plane. And in between him being pulled off, the United staff that was, they had to clear the seats for, they came on the plane and they were berated by the passengers on the plane, as you can imagine. A lot of people were saying, you should be embarrassed for working for this company. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Meanwhile, the Chicago Aviation Department has put one police officer on leave while it investigates, but United has yet to officially apologize for the incident. Trish, as we look at this, people hit social media right away. There were reports that this man was a doctor. Someone tweeted, board as a doctor, leave as a patient. We don't know all the details about this particular individual yet, but we do know a lot about United's policy per its CEO today. How's the stock doing?
Not well. I'm checking it right now. It's down about 2.5%, and that's good because it was down 4% at the start of the hour.
I shorted it.
People are they're responding to this. They are in the customer service business, and what we learned is they don't know the first thing about it. I mean, if that's how you treat a passenger, why not incentivize people? By offering them more, right? But not enough. I mean, to me, you just keep bumping it up. Another $100. Okay, we'll give you $2,000 and a first-class ticket tomorrow.
It's an interesting point. So we've all probably, if you fly enough, you've been on those flights where, it can get upwards of $1,500 for you to get out of that seat. It's usually one or two people. This was 4. They were trying to put 4 employees of United on that flight and take off 4 volunteers. They started at 500, then 800. That didn't work out. The computer system then picks randomly 4 people. 3 people got up and left, according to that. This man did not.
Well, the first to leave the plane was a couple who left not happy.
They weren't happy, but
this was the third person that, and I love this statement from a United spokesperson. One customer, referring to the gentleman who's dragged off the plane, refused to leave the aircraft voluntarily, and law enforcement was asked to come to the gate. Refused to leave voluntarily.
I blame President Trump. He has created this atmosphere of aggression.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And no, honestly, the guy looked like he was a protester being dragged out of a Trump rally. I missed those days in the campaign. And I'd like to drag out the screaming person because that was really annoying listening to that.
But the lady, she was defending him. She was saying, look at his bloodied face.
I know, and I feel bad for the guy. But listen, if they tell you to leave, just leave.
No.
Right?
You booked that ticket.
But you have no right to.
Okay,
You don't
Trish,
have, but you don't have
So you're going to
rights.
get punched in the head?
Trish, what would you have done?
Well,
they said you got to get off the plane.
I mean, why should any customer be put in that
She would
position
be
to
in
begin
first
with?
class. She'd never be dragged out
That's
of
a fair
car.
question, except for the fact that the airline does have the right to tell you that it's overbooked and you have to leave the flight. It can incentivize you, as you say.
It's a bigger question about what airline travel has become. I fly almost every weekend. Most of the time, I like Delta. I fly Delta predominantly, but a lot of times just airline travel in general is a very dehumanizing experience for a lot of people. I have seen things you could not even imagine at airports. People freaking out, people that represent airlines freaking out. It's a cultural problem that obviously United is at the forefront of this, which I don't really know. I just want to make travel experience not feel like you're an animal getting, put in the bottom of a plane to a crate.
Didn't United also just ban yoga pants too? And now they're dragging people out bloodied?
So they're trying to expand their, I was reading this morning, they're trying to expand their market into China right now, right?
Oh.
And this has played a lot on YouTube so
I
far
don't know
today.
that this will have a lasting effect
You
on
don't
the
think
stock.
so?
I don't know. You commented the stock's down, and I just looked 2.5%, as Trish mentioned.
It was 4 at
It's
the
losing
top of
about
the hour.
$600 million in market cap as we speak. That is scary.
by
If
the
you
way-
are, if you own the stock, it's scary to see that
Couldn't they
happen.
have just given the guy $2,000 or $3,000? Give
Anything.
him something to get
Just
on the
something.
plane
But-
and avoid the billions of dollars in losses.
Hold on. So you said it's all Trump's fault. Can I tie Trump into
Jokingly.
this? Okay. He wrote something in The Art of the Deal.
Yeah.
I think I read that book when I was like 15 years old. I don't know what it's.
Second
this,
best book behind the Bible.
This stuck with me. Donald Trump said never
You didn't
apologize
just
in
say
business.
that.
It's his quote.
He said never apologize in business. This CEO is refusing to apologize. Why? Because it's an admission that he failed, that his company failed. He's not apologizing. He's sticking by his policy. He's sticking by his staff as an
But that
employees.
book
It's
was
very
written
interesting.
before the era of the cell phone video and YouTube and the mass viral effects companies can have. I have friends who still won't ride an Uber because of what happened during the travel ban. I mean, I will never fly United again if I'm not going someplace where no other airline goes. Specifically, just because I think what they did, punching someone in the face, having them bleed, having them humiliated, is something no one should be subjected to.
Well, there's so much to the story.
Everyone
Learning-
has an
and learning
opinion.
about whether or not this kind of sort of pushback.
I would have gotten off the
wins
plane.
For the,
You
for the-
fly private,
for the
Sandra. Come on.
passengers. We'll be right back. Wow.